Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally managed to get our hands on one of the most anticipated characters this month, which is Iceman, although we all kind of hate him at the moment for the monthly quest, but hopefully he's going to be a pretty fun character to play. Very excited to test out some of his animations and abilities, and see how he actually feels to control, because we fought a lot of Iceman as a boss in the monthly event quest, and he is a massive asshole in that. He's a massive pain in the butt, but hopefully today we're going to have some fun with the 3-star version of Iceman, and hopefully he's going to be pretty good. So we've gone ahead and claimed the reward there. We're going to go to filter by 3-star, and then go to mutant. Hopefully we can find Iceman somewhere about. Whereabouts is he? Let's sort by hero rating. Oh, do we need to, maybe we need to go back in and come out. I think we had that issue before. Right, so 3-star, and hopefully he's there. Okay, he's now appeared. Amazing. So we're going to take him all the way up to rank 2. Unfortunately, we can't do a full rank up today on Iceman, because we're missing some mutant T2s, but we're going to be able to get him all the way up to rank 2, level 20. So that's going to put a little bit of beef in him, and allows us a suitable place to showcase him against Thanos. So that's pretty decent there. Let's chuck one more of these in, and a 525 one. So it's pretty perfectly there at rank 2, level 30. Now we're going to go ahead and use an Awakening Gem on Iceman, and maybe chuck in a couple of signature levels there. So we've only got a generic one available. And how many signature stones do I have? So I think we'll just go for, let's go for 5 signature stone levels. That'll put it at a fairly decent place. I don't think we need it beefed up too much. So his Awakened ability, what it does is it does 2 things. It basically causes the opponent at the start of the fight, the thing that makes everybody extremely salty, myself included in the monthly event quest, is at the start you have an energy damage degen over 12 seconds, so that's based on the signature ability level, which is based on the attack and power level of the character. So against really stacked Icemen, it's probably going to be quite annoying, especially when it comes to Alliance War, and also prevents them from evading attacks. So that's something very interesting to bear in mind when it comes to fighting a character, maybe like Spider-Man. I'm not too sure on the uptime of the evade. It's something that we definitely want to test out when it comes to Iceman. And also his ice armor can reform an additional 3 seconds faster. So that's pretty good. So passively as well, Iceman is also immune to all incinerate, bleed, and poison effects. So that already is some really great utility right off the stop. So passive, I guess we're talking about the ice armor here. So ice armor increases his armor rating by, well, for a 3-star one, it's just under 500 there. And if Iceman would lose more than 5% of his maximum health from a single source, his ice armor protects him from the blow, reducing the health loss to 5%, and then it shatters. So as long as you've got the ice armor active, the maximum amount of damage that you can take from any one hit, including a special free as far as I'm aware, is 5% of your maximum health. So that's pretty good. It's kind of like a bit of a stronger version of Magneto's signature ability on his ice armor, unawakened. However, it does have a 15-second cooldown unawakened and a 12-second one before it reforms if he is awakened. So you got a little bit of a cooldown on that, but Iceman can possibly be used to tank some special free attacks, from what we can see here at least. So that's quite interesting there. So also, if Iceman will become stunned while his armor is active, the ice armor negates the effect, then shatters. So that might be good for some of the nodes. I know there's a very annoying one in Act 5 where the opponent has a 7% chance to randomly evade and then stun you for 2 seconds. So that can possibly prevent that, but it is an Iron Patriot, so you got the class disadvantage there. However, if we do see that node in the future, this might be a potential workaround, so there's some cool stuff you can do there. So let's move on to critical hits. So critical hits have a 45% chance to place a frostbite charge on the opponent, so they just deal a lot of energy damage when they expire. I don't think that's the one that also counters evade. Yeah, it's cold snap, so we need to figure out how to trigger that one again. So the special one, actually, let's go to the heavy attack. So the heavy attack Causes all frostbite charges to expire instantly and deal an additional amount of energy damage for each one. So that isn't a huge amount at this level, but there might be certain fights and circumstances where at a certain point you just need to really like activate a lot of burst damage. So this may be a potential way to do that. So that's possibly an interesting use there, something to bear in mind. So the special attack 1 has Cold Snap, which again prevents evade for a total of 9 seconds. I think there's something very interesting you can do if you've got like an awakened Iceman. Maybe, I'm not too sure if you'll need a power gain for team synergy for this one, but if you're playing really, really aggressively, I think you should almost be able to get like 100% uptime on the Cold Snap, which is going to be amazing for fighting like Spider-Man and Nightcrawlers. So yeah, some interesting synergy there, especially the Cold Snap. It seems like Iceman just seems like an absolute utility god. He's got a lot of cool stuff going for him. And his special attack 2, Iceman converts his ice armor into additional mass for his projectiles, and he will gain 352.5 additional attack rating for the duration of the attack at the cost of shattering his ice armor. So that is a lot, especially considering Iceman's base attack now. That's almost doubling it in a bit. So potentially very, very powerful stuff there on like a rank 4 Iceman or a 4-star or 5-star one. A lot of additional damage there, but again, you lose the ice armor for 12 seconds. But maybe if you want super duper damage mode, it looks like the special attack 2 might be the way to go. And the special attack 3 places a Cold Snap on the opponent. Again, this is the, I think it's a bit more of a powerful one damage-wise than the special one, but it's exactly the same duration again. And also the special attack 3 instantly reforms ice armor. I think the only time you ever want to use the special attack 3, just from what I can see here, is if you need like 2 chunks of ice armor in a row. Say for example your ice armor has been broken by like a random stun or something, and your opponent's about to use a special free. Maybe you could activate the special free attack to instantly reform your ice armor just before they use theirs. But again, I think it's circumstantial. It's something interesting to bear in mind that the character does. But I think in most circumstances, you'll probably want to use the special attack 1 if you're fighting like an evade opponent, or maybe the special attack 2 if you want to maximize the damage there. Or special attack 1 if you just don't want to shatter your ice armor. But I think there's some really, really cool stuff. Also synergy bonuses. Again, this is only a 3-star, but we have some crit with Hyperion, which is pretty awesome. Additional crit damage with Spider-Man, and then perfect block chance with Black Widow and Ghost Rider, which again isn't very valuable. Perfect block chance, a little bit too unreliable there to have some solid value. But anyway, let's head into the Thanos quest. Really excited to actually get some Iceman gameplay out. Like, been looking forward to playing this character for so long. He just seems like so much fun the way that he kind of slides along the battlefield. But let's give it a go. Who we got? We got more crit with Magneto. Damn, slots really, really well into the X-Men team synergy actually. So some great stuff there. Gains an additional crit node, which is always good. Right, so Iceman is mutant, so we want to avoid like tech characters. I don't think there are any on this map that we need to worry about. So let's head over to, let's go to Black Bolt and Storm, because we did the Drax and Captain America path on the Psylocke video. So I think this will be quite a fun one. I'm really interested to see like the damage output. Like, I can get a rough idea if he's going to be super good charged up from a rank 2. But I feel like that might be one of the problems with Iceman, is his damage output might be a little bit lacking, but I'm not too sure. Gonna have to find out. He's stacking those charges quite quickly. Oh no, that wasn't super great. He's a bit of an odd character, like animations-wise, to play. Feels a little bit different from a lot of opponents that I've played with before. Yeah, I think he has kind of his own unique set of animations and stuff that he does. Right, let's use that. Is that a lot of damage? That wasn't too much there. Not as much as we wanted, but it's okay. Wasn't too bad. His general hits, they seem a little bit weak, even for a rank 2 character. Right, let's just keep going here. Let's fire that off. Oh, damn, a lot of damage stacks there. So I think we can actually... It seems like parry timing again is so off in this map. But yeah, we got him down. That wasn't too bad for the first try. Let's try to get to the special 2 in the next one. Hopefully show off maybe... Sorry, the special 3 in the next one, because that animation is really, really cool. Right, so how much health does Iceman have? He only has about 3,000, so a couple of these, that'll kind of top him up for the next fight. We didn't play exceptionally there, but again, the animations, they just seem a little bit, you know, you're not too familiar with them. Crit chance as well, the base crit chance seems quite low. I mean, we're in a full mutant crit team synergy here, so we should be critting like, usually it's like 3 out of 5 every combo hits. It seems to be like 1 out of 5 on average. I'm not too sure why that is so low. Okay, we got quite a lot of crits there, so that's pretty decent. Right, let's tunnel into Iceman a little bit more here. So let's get to the special free, and we don't need to worry about like baiting a special free on this map anyway. But we'll go for it anyway. Right, special free time. Oh, the special free animation just looks so cool. Is that gonna do it? Not quite. Not quite. Looks like a lot of the damage output is being... There's cold... what are they charges? Oh, I've totally forgotten the name of them. It's not Cold Snap, because Cold Snap's the one that... completely prevents the evade, but those are the let's call them frosty charges for now. I know they're not called frosty charges, but those are the ones that you get on a crit, and they take a while to expire. So let's see if we get like 5 stacks of those and detonate them. I swear we got the parry there. It's so odd. Guys, honestly, it's not me being bad. I'm 20% sure it's the game. Right, let's fire off this. Should be a pretty decent amount of damage there. Let's avoid that. Let's get some of these charges up, and I think the special one's going to do it. There we go, boys. He's not doing too bad for a rank level 20 character. He's doing alright. He's doing alright so far. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure I like enjoy his animations while playing. But I don't know. I'm still a little bit undecided on it. It just because sometimes you pick up a character. I think 2 characters in particular that have stood out to me in the last couple of months, like Hood and Gwenpool. Just the animations and playstyle, they just seem so incredibly fluid. And with Iceman, it's kind of a little bit of a similar thing to Archangel, that they've got kind of, I guess, kind of slightly newer animations, doing some weird stuff that maybe I'm not 100% used to yet. Right, with this Deadpool, let's just go all in if we can and try and get a pretty hefty special 2 off. I'm sure if it crits, that is going to be like a lot of damage there. Oh, that was so sick. Oh my gosh. I can imagine, like, on like a 550 4-star Iceman, that is potentially like so much damage. I'd really like to see that, actually. There was what was that? I saw some 4-star Iceman gameplay on YouTube versus Realm Legends Winter Soldier. It was fairly interesting. The damage output, again, on a long fight, because Iceman has like all this crazy utility. He can bypass evade, he's bleed, he's poison immune, and also has that damage cap with his ice armor. I think because of all the crazy utility, his damage output has suffered a bit, but it still seems fairly decent for the most part. Plus, like, his animations are badass. Oh, they are so damn cool. Leaving this little ice trail on the ground as well. That is a very nice touch. Right, let's fire off the special 2. And can we get a crit? Oh, unfortunately not. But we're getting into the rhythm a little bit more of Iceman now. So it's getting better. It's getting better. Sorted. Okay, Captain Marvel in the bin. Let's move on to the next opponent. I think we're getting fairly close to Thanos now. So we got Abomination. Great matchup for Abomination, actually, because Iceman, he's immune to pretty much everything, including poison. So that's great. That's a really good matchup there. I think that's what almost killed us on the Psylocke run that we did a couple of weeks back. So the poison really started to wreck us here. But now we don't have to worry about that. So that's pretty awesome. Getting a lot of crits to start this one off with. I'm excited to fight Thanos, but I'm a little scared at the same time. I feel like he's going to be hitting us quite hard. Right, is this going to do it? Oh, double crit! Ah, we got a crit on the first part, but it's the second part that needs to crit to get, like, the big damage there. Right, let's just go in. Hopefully Abomination doesn't use his special too, because I suck at evading it. Oh no, we got it! Maybe I don't suck completely, just a little bit. Sorted. Easy game, easy life. Yeah, I'm warming up to Iceman a little bit more now. Warming up to him a little bit more. Just, it takes a little bit of getting used to, a few fights to get into the flow of the character, but then when you do, hey, you start to really enjoy him. So, really liking that right now. Okay, so we got Drax. We also haven't taken that much damage in the last few fights, just because we've gotten a little bit used to his parry and animation timing. Oh, 3 stacks of that. It's an additional, like, 200 and a bit damage each. You need to wait for it, though. 4 stacks. Oh, no, that wasn't super great. And we lost the ice armor bonus. Oh, no. That's pretty bad. Right, let's chuck it down anyway. It's crazy, like, how much of a difference that ice armor makes. I mean, it's a huge attack bonus, especially to the special 2 there. Right, if we chuck off the special 1 after this, it should be done. Oh my gosh, 8 stacks? Maybe the special 1's the best for damage output. It does have multiple components. I guess if those components crit, then maybe. Oh, I'm not too sure. There's a lot to test out with this character. A lot of depth. But I like it. Maybe not as complicated as some other new characters, but there's a little bit of depth there initially. It's not like you play the character and everything is instantly obvious what you should do. Okay, so we got crazy Thanos skill here. Hopefully we can get him down on the first try. As long as big mistakes are made, we should be relatively okay for this. And also on Thanos we do have the the damage output reduction from his signature ability, so that's really gonna eat into a lot of our damage there for the most part. It's alright, we'll just evade those special ones. I love fighting Thanos, man, he's so much fun. We can do another Road to the Labyrinth run. What? I was definitely blocking there. Game is 100% rigged against me. Right, we're going to try and use some special ones, kind of chain those on, see if that kind of makes it go a little bit quicker. Let's use a few of these. It's really ramping up those stacks quite quickly. The ones that deal like a crazy amount of damage when they expire. But we need to live till they expire. That is a huge part of it as well. Right, let's keep going. We're in a little bit of risky territory here. Right, evade back. We are hanging on by a thread, and he's not even at. Well, we're just about 50% there. Man, he's charging at me like a Goliath. Come on, buddy. There we go. That's all right. That's pretty good. I'll be surprised if we do this on this try, but we're giving it a solid shot though. So really, actually, I want to try and use the special 3 on Thanos if we can. I think that'll look insane. Maybe to finish him off. But let's just let's keep focused on this fight for a second. Still need to climb up 2 more bars of power before we can show off that. Oh no! We are properly up the creek now, and I don't think we have much of a paddle left. Oh, damn it! He hit into a blocked head there. I think that might be I think it's just because my Iceman is like so incredibly weak. If we had him at 440, that would have been like such an easy kill there. Right, let's dig him up to 20%. It's going to be more than fine for this character. Let's chuck in a few of these smaller health potions. Maybe we don't need all of them, but let's see if we can get to that special free to finish him off. Damn, wasn't a bad fight though. It was alright. We just took a few too many blocked hits there. Really ate at our health pool. I think we should be able to finish him off in spectacular fashion with the special free. I think that's all going to line up pretty perfectly. But maybe that's a little bit of wishful thinking right now. Could probably slay him with the special 2 right now, but we wanna see that special free against Thanos. Right, I'm gonna let him hit me like twice. There we go. So now we can use the special free. That is so cool. Brutal execution there by Iceman. Amazing. That's really cool. So I really like Iceman at the moment. I'm excited to take him up to 440 as a freestyle once we can get our hands on a couple more tier 2 mutant catalysts. But yeah, I've got high hopes for the character. I feel like I really don't like the design, if I'm completely honest. I don't like the design of his signature ability, like having that like completely unavoidable damage at the start of every fight. I just don't think it's a very fun and interactive mechanic for him as like an Alliance War defender. I don't think he necessarily needs the damage on that debuff that he has. I mean, just completely bypassing evade is pretty good itself. Maybe it could do something else as well, like give additional true strike stuff, like ignore armor and physical resistance, but just like having that always dealing a large amount of energy damage at the start of every fight when fighting him doesn't make him very fun to fight, in my opinion. It's along the similar lines of mechanics that like Electro and Magic have, the unavoidable damage. There are ways to mitigate it, of course, for certain characters that we found in the monthly event quests. But, you know, overall, he's going to be a ball ache. He's going to be a very big ball ache to fight in Alliance War. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Age of the Iceman has begun. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Apart from that, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.